Dating in Provo. For many students, it's difficult enough, but it might be even trickier with an identical twin. Universe Live reporter Amy Griffin has this story.
My date ditched me at prom and she ended up with him. Yeah, I felt really bad about that, actually.
For Morgan and Mckayla Smith, dating isn't just about finding the one, it's sometimes about finding the one who doesn't like your sister better. Morgan and Mckayla thrived on their identical twin status as kids and teenagers, relishing in the attention that it brought to each of them.
I loved it.
It was like my role in life was to be a twin.
The sisters say they were pretty similar as kids.
I wasn't really Morgan, she wasn't really Mckayla, we were the Smith twins.
Mm-hmm. But it cost them some level of individuality.
But then on the other side of that, it's like, who are we as like individuals, and do people even recognize us as individuals, or are we just cool because we're twins?
The high level of similarities between the two also came with the danger for comparison, both by the girls themselves and by others.
Or people, when they would compare us, like, people would think it was appropriate to say things to me like, oh, you're the prettier twin. And they'd say the same things to her.
The boys in high school would comment on which twin was, quote, hotter.
I remember that, like, to this, like, that hurt. Like, I still think about that sometimes. And it was just so rude.
And it affected their relationship.
I wouldn't really say we're best friends, even now.
Harsh. Okay.
I mean, it's true. I love you.
Now, though, despite sharing an identical set of DNA, the sisters are pretty different.
Very different. Like, she's studying animal science. I'm studying international relations.
I ride horses at the barn and work at the aquarium. And
I go rock climbing and
write political
essays and do analysis.
But that doesn't mean the dating scene has gotten any easier. The sisters' pet peeve?
It's happened multiple times when a guy would say, can I take one of you on a date?
Pet peeve.
Can I take one of you on a date? Like, they don't even care which one.
Because we look the same. They don't take the time to, like, think, oh, who am I interested in? They're like, oh, they're both hot.
They're both pretty, so.
They look the same. Let's, like, they'll go, can I take one of you on a date? I'm like, at least, like, toss a coin before you come up to us and make it look like you thought about it.
And several men the Smiths have gone on dates with have ended up flip-flopping to the other sister when the first rejected them.
Like, it sometimes still happens that people will jump between the two of us. Like, it didn't work out with one, maybe it'll work out with the other one.
It's happened enough that the sisters fear finally finding the one, only to have him fall for her twin.
It's that insecurity of like, oh, if you meet my twin sister,
like what if they find your twin sister, like, to be the more attractive one?
Yeah, like, what if they just think it's you, new and improved, you know?
You 2.0.
Yeah.
Like a shiny new version of you.
It's not all heartache being an identical twin in the dating pool, however.
We always had this dream that we like really wanted to do, or if it's like, if we went on a like double date with these guys that we didn't know, and if we were getting bored, switch places in the bathroom and come back out.
Like you go in the bathroom, like switch clothes, come back and switch places and see if the boys notice.
Morgan and Mckayla have dating advice for anyone who finds themselves wanting to ask out a twin.
Don't treat them as like the same, like they're individuals, and take the time to get to know them as individuals and like figure out whose personality you mesh with better or who you're more attracted to, whatever it may be. Like figure that out and then make a pointed decision to ask that person on a date. And if it doesn't work out, don't pedal back to the other twin. That is the surest fire, like that's the surefire way.
You're gonna get neither of them if you do.
Yeah, that's a surefire way to lose both of them and also just make them really angry.
Dating as a college student can be hard enough as it is, but it seems having a built-in wing woman doesn't make it much easier. Reporting for Universe Live in Provo and thankful that I'm a married singleton, I'm Amy Griffin.